and welcome back to our channel, Move to Italy Now. Today I want to start the video off just a little differently than we normally do. One of our viewers recently made a comment that she would love to have the circumstances to be able to move to Italy. And she said it with such intense emotion that I thought instead of speaking to that comment in the comment section, that it may be something that more of our viewers are feeling as well. So I thought I'd just take a quick moment to address that right now. And that is this: our circumstances can change at any time. The important thing to do is to remain positive and focused on your dream, even if you're facing difficulties. Many people have realized, and I'm sure you have too, that often on the other side of a circumstance or a difficulty is a breakthrough. And sometimes it may be a breakthrough of a dream that you didn't even realize. So remember, hang in there, stay focused, and keep dreaming.
Yes, G is right. Nothing lasts forever, and circumstances can change. You know, some years ago, a friend of mine told me this. He said, "Nobody goes through life with all green lights." So don't give up on your hopes. And for another thing, don't think that we achieved our dreams without some bumps in the road. So hang in there.
Hang in there. You got this.
Now welcome to the almost ready to inhabit Casa Angelina. We're going to enter on this street through the front door here. And you'll notice right away when you look down, you'll see that the pavement again is granite. It's in very good shape. And I'm going to go down one level to the bedroom and bathroom. It's a 3/4 bath only. We'll come back to this door in a moment. But you've got a very large, I'd say probably 200 square foot bedroom. And as there's so much stuff in here. This house has been abandoned for many, many years. But the structure itself is in very good shape. Now there's no electricity in here, and that's why there's no light, and that's why you're going to see this is such a good deal. But here's your 3/4 bath. Everything is in good shape. It's just filthy. It just needs a good cleaning. There is some repair work to do, but it's very clear and concise what has to be done. I'm going to take you out here, a set of French doors onto a nice deep balcony. And this balcony takes us out onto a very old street. This is likely medieval. Look at your stone house next door. Okay, look at that old wooden header there. This has been plastered here. But as you can see, as we look straight across, there's your sea view. Okay, so I'm going to take you back down here now. These stairs take us to the cantina on the other street. So I want to take you down there now so you see the separate access to the home. So we just came down these stairs and we are going to enter the cantina, which is truly a cantina. Would you look at that? Look at this old stone structure. I'm going to push this open. Now it's dirty in here. It's really a mess. And it has been abandoned, like I said, for many years. But I want you to see the characteristic stone walls. The floor is in very good shape. It was redone years ago, and it's just solid as can be, all leveled. And this would take you upstairs into the house. So in fact, I think what I might even do, I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you here the cantina again. I don't know why this couldn't be turned into a garage. I hate to wreck the antiquity of it, but that's a possibility. But it certainly will serve as a great, cool storage. But here's the entrance back into the house, okay? And remember I told you that doorway, we'd come to that in a moment. Well, here we are. We're at that doorway and we're back at the bedroom, see? Now I'm going to take you back up to the main floor because it gets better. So here we are back at the ingress right here, the main front door. And now we're going to enter the top floor here. This is the kitchen. I know it's difficult to see. I'm sorry, the only light we have is just some open windows. I don't see that there's really anything you might want to keep here. But it certainly was a fully functional kitchen. What's interesting is there's a toilet in here. Not that you want to keep a toilet in your kitchen, but it does show that there's a sewer line there. That presents some possibilities. Now here, you're looking at the 2-foot thick wall. This truly is an ancient stone home. Now, what I would do is I'd open up this wall because the kitchen appears far too small. I might even open it up as a window in here all the way across, or just take it up to a header and not have upper cabinets here so that it's open to the salotto or the living room. And then you have your eating area and living room. And again, it's a nice big room. It's bright and it presents a lot of possibilities. Now, I do want to share with you the downside to this house, and that is this. Now, it looks terrible. It's water damage from up above. And what we're going to do is we're going upstairs, and I'm going to show you where this bad news comes from. And the bad news actually turns into some good news. So watch this. We're going back out onto the next balcony. Here, it's not as deep as the one below. See that? But look at your sea view there. See that? But you know, the view can only get better once you get higher. So here we have some stairs, and they are steep and they're narrow. I'll give you that. This could be redesigned if you choose. But you have a beautiful roof terrace. Just look at the ancient town. Isn't that something? This is a nice, large, I'd say 150, 160 square foot roof terrace with a sink. So you've got running water and sewer line. There's also storage here under the roof. I think you'll appreciate that. Now, this is where the problem originated with the water intrusion, right here. So this floor needs to be waterproofed. It's possible without doing any demo to waterproof over this tile. You'd have to flash this wall very, very well. And the job is definitely doable. And it does not have to be an overly expensive job. Also, you can get permission from the Comune to put a roof system here, something prefabricated, aluminum or even wood. So you have nice shade structure over here. And oh yeah, look what you get to enjoy while you're eating up here al fresco. Imagine having your coffee up here. That's right, there's the Mediterranean. Now we've just left Casa Angelina, and I'd like to take you up the street here, this old ancient street. We're going to skip this house right here. This is not part of it, but I'm going to sweeten the deal a little bit here. You see this old house? It's even older than Casa Angelina. It's Casa Salvatore. Now, There is a cantina below, which could be easily converted into a garage. And this is the one-room house here. It's a complete project. It does not boast that sea view. It's a lot of work, but it can be made part of a package deal with Casa Angelina in that cantina, okay? Look at the stone walls. These can be cleaned up, tuck pointed, and exploited. But look at your chestnut beams. Here's a brick wall. You may want to plaster over that so as not to take away from the character of the stone walls. What's interesting here is you see how black the wooden header and that rock is, and that's because they would cook inside of here year after year after year, and it just blackened the walls in their wood-burning ovens. So this is it. This is just the living space. This right here, of course, is something that was fabricated centuries ago, just shelves for their cooking utensils. But do you have vision? Do you see the possibilities? Here's that window, and it looks out, and if we looked over to the left, there's where the sea view is. Actually, you can see the sea. I can see it. I don't know if you can or not, but it's there. And as far as I can tell, it's not going anywhere. So this is a project that you can do over a long period of time, and you can add to the house. This might be a great way to add to your home and then have a garage downstairs. Great possibilities, great possibilities. Open your mind to the potential and see what this could be. Casa Salvatore. So here we are then in the ancient stone street, and we're about to enter the cantina of Casa Salvatore. Now you notice before we walk in, you see the stone pavement here because this is a very old structure. Now just watch. As you see, it's being used just as storage right now and has been for many, many, many years. But this is where they would store their pots and pans up in here. And when they couldn't afford furniture, and then look at the stone walls all around you. Now I want to draw attention to the beams up above. This is solid chestnut wood, and the beams are in very good shape. And as you can see, the floor has been reconstructed, so it's really in good shape. And this is something that, albeit a bit of a project, it could be very rewarding when you look at the potential. So when you calculate all of the fees, the bureaucracy, the regulation, the hefty deposits, this truly is better than any €1 house scheme. Well, today we have a treat, another interview with our partner and real estate attorney, John Domenico De Tullio from De Tullio Law Firm. Welcome, John Domenico.
Good evening, Carla. It's always a pleasure to see you.
It's good to have you here. And of course, we love how we get our questions answered. So, and especially for our viewers so that they can move forward with the purchase of their Italian dream home. Now, one of the things that I've noticed here since we've been here is that when someone passes on a property, the Italian law, apparently, it's divided up equally among all the children. And so sometimes, well, actually kind of often, we find that 3, 4, 5 different siblings or more are actually selling the property and they all have to agree. What can we do? What is the structure of the deal so that in case somebody changes their mind, it doesn't kill the dreams of our viewers? Can you address that for us, please?
Thank you for this question, Carlo. This gives me the opportunity to spend a few words about the Italian succession rules. The Italian succession rules are very peculiar because they assign, to close family members forced quotas. Okay, so there are some close family members who cannot really be legally excluded from the inheritance. As a result of this, properties which may have as title deed as origin a succession, can see the presence of multiple joint heirs. Okay, this means that in order to secure the purchase, when signing the reservation offer or the preliminary contract, it is of paramount importance ensuring that all heirs who are registered as joint owners sign the preliminary contract. Because if one of them is not included, this may jeopardize the sale because there is no way, you can force one to complete the sale unless is contractually committed.
Yes, and this preliminary contract is what you call the compromesso.
Absolutely. Preliminary contract would be the English translation for what we call in Italian compromesso. Okay. Therefore, a very important aspect of our legal due diligence as a start is determining who legally owns the property, which may seem to be an obvious matter, but due to the circumstances which I've just explained, the strict Italian succession rules is not such an obvious thing, which therefore demands professional expertise of a qualified attorney.
Mm-hmm. I see. So I guess the key is to get that compromesso signed by every one of these sellers, get it done quickly so that nobody can change their mind and kill the dreams of our viewers.
The key is executing a thorough legal due diligence, identifying all the joint owners, ensuring that all of them appear signing the compromesso. This will give you peace of mind because if you're signing a compromesso and one of the joint owners does not show in the compromesso, does not sign the compromesso, at completion, the prospective buyer may not be in the position to finalize the sale, the purchase, because one of the missing heirs or joint owners is not showing up, is not willing to sign the final deed of sale.
Well, I know that for the 5 years that I've known you and how you helped us purchase Pagliarazzi, you're very detail oriented, and I know we really needed to depend on your expertise. So I know that's going to be very good for our viewers as well as they purchase their Italian dream home. John Domenico, thank you for your time. It's very precious. We surely appreciate you and look forward to another interview later.
It would be my pleasure, Carlo. I wish you a nice evening, a nice weekend, and I will be happy to attend the next interview.
Likewise. Very good. Thank you. Well, we want to sincerely thank John Domenico for answering another one of your questions. Keep the questions coming because we need more of those questions. We want to make sure that you're getting your questions answered. But he's very knowledgeable. We've worked with him already now for 5 years, and I highly recommend it. Send in your questions and we will address them in time. Now, something that we have done already with great success is we've helped several families to procure their dream home here in southern Italy. And it's been a real pleasure for us to watch people realizing their dreams. Yeah. People from all over the world, actually. Yeah. We've helped several families already. When we post these deals, in the most part, they're off market. These are great deals. Now, we're investors. We think like investors. And when you find something that's that good, you don't dilly-dally around. So if you are serious, it's first come, first serve. Send us an email right away so you can secure your place in line, and then we'll help you to get that property.
And know that Carlo always responds to your comments very, very quickly, because we take this very seriously, and we want to help you to realize your dreams as well.
Yeah. We take your dreams very seriously.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
So for those of you who appreciate these videos, please do us a favor and comment on the videos, but also send us a like and subscribe so that we know. These are the things that affect the algorithms, but also affect us, and let us know what you appreciate. That's what we want to give you.
And those of you who've already done that, a sincere thank you.
Yes. And to all of our new subscribers, welcome to our channel. I'm Gia, this is Carlo, and we really appreciate you being here. So again, let us know what you want to see, and we'll do our best to bring it to you.
Till the next time.
Alla prossima. Ciao for now.
Ciao.